What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles, and we have finally got our hands on a 2016 Honda Africa Twin. I'm pumped. It's a DCT model, CRF 1000L, and I can't wait to take it for a spin. And we got a little something special for you guys. This bike is, you know what, the normal test drive route just doesn't do it any justice. So we're gonna do something new. Let's jump on it. So, first, it's an automatic. It's a DCT, push buttons down here, no clutch, no shifter. Push it down here, push the start button. A lot of companies have been doing this one start button, and then now it's in neutral. Push it over there, drive, push it again, sport mode. We'll keep it in drive mode just so you can see what it's like. Up here is your traction control button. See those little like peaks? That changes how much traction control is. Hold it completely down and turn it off. Let's do it. We have a Ghost Rider with us today to get us some better angles, better footage. So what is a Street Glide, Honda Rune, Honda Goldwing, BMW K1600 GTL all have in common? One, they're all for sale at my dealership, but two, we would only ever use tank straps to transport these bikes. Check out tank straps, the link's below. They're for sale on Amazon. It is our friend Asher. All right, guys, let's go to the new location. Alright, guys, so I'm on the African Twin, and I've been bragging to everybody about how fast this thing is in 0 to 60. I think this is a sub 3-second 0 to 60 bike. We are on the on-ramp. I'm gonna put this thing in sport mode, and I'm really confident. Running over a bag. I'm really confident that I can get this thing in under 3 seconds. All right. There. And then it just continues to go up from there, just like a banshee. And we are in an unknown location, and this is actually one of my best riding routes of all time in my little town. And I'm going to show you guys real quick why I love the Africa Twin. So it's a simple bike. It's got a lot of real cool features, but this thing is just so much fun to take on these twisty roads. Once I figured out how to turn off the traction control, I've not turned off the ABS yet. Turn off the traction control, put it in sport mode. It's so incredibly responsive. I heard some people complaining about they didn't like the way it shifted or the shift points it would do. If you're even in drive mode, even in regular drive mode, if you're revving, if you're full throttle, it shifts at the red line. If you're not, it shifts before. I mean, it's perfect. And then if you don't like the shifting, it's so responsive. Like if I just got off a real like tight thing where I'm revving it up a lot, it gets used to it real quick. But if you don't like it, the DCT, watch this. This is instant. You touch the button, it doesn't question you. It instantly puts the bike in the gear that you want it to be in. Watch this one more time. Shift, bam. What more do you want? And the shifting is so incredibly smooth. All right, up here is my little... This is a closed off course. Yeah. No one comes down this road. So this bike is just so much fun. You guys saw me do the 0 to 60. Actually, I'm not sure if I posted the 0 to 60 yet. but it's so cool that you could have fun at these lower speeds. And for me, this bike would replace. So the last bike I had that I enjoyed this much was Asher's bike, the bike that he bought for me, the FC07. This is one of my favorite turns in the whole wide world. This bike just breeds confidence. But to have a bike that's so capable to do things on-road and off-road, but to be so light and nimble, and to be this good on-road is just, I don't know, it's incredible. It's like a modern marvel, and I love taking this little roundabout. Asher, I'm going to take this one more time, but you stop at the, not this one, but the next one. Next one. There we go. Now, I thought it was going to take me a long time to get used to not shifting. I think this bike is going to ruin me for other bikes. And I've already got used to it. It's an hour of driving it. And I've already gotten used to not shifting. And once you get used to it, I mean, it's pretty cool. We're going to talk a little bit more later about why I think Honda's doing that. Alright, so I'm going to show you real quick how this thing actually performs. And just to let you know, I'm holding back a lot. We'll wait up for Asher a little bit. Come on, buddy. All right. All right. I'm not holding back because you're slow. I'm holding back because it's stupid to push too hard on the street. That's the only reason why I'm holding back. I like to get my helmet as close to this pole as I can. I know that wasn't very close. But so if you're looking for a bike, and I know a lot of people would think that, oh, this bike is just for, this is an adventure bike and that's all it is and it's not fun to do anything else. I love tearing up the corners on this bike. Personally, unless I'm like on the track, this is the exact type of bike. This is the bike I want to be just slaying back roads. Slaying back roads, slaying the twisties. Alright. Because it's comfortable. Because I could do this all day long. I could only be on my track bike for, you know, almost like half an hour stints. And then I gotta take off and, you know what I mean, get used to it. A bike like this, I could be on here forever, just having the best time. Now, would I prefer? I think the DCT. All right, so let's talk about why DCT and why not DCT. There are tons of people out there, and they're just like, I want an automatic. That's cool. If that's you, I think Honda has perfected it. I think they perfected it a couple years ago. But I think this keeps on getting better. Personally, I'm kind of bummed out that I can't, it's harder for me to do wheelies on it. I can't clutch up and do a wheelie. And I think that's actually a pretty beneficial trait that you need when you're going off-road. But you can get the front end up with traction control off and in first gear. I did it, I've done it, it's awesome. Actually, maybe I'll do it right now. But I do like the extra ability to be able to pop the front end up, which I'm kind of bummed out I can't do. I wish I just put a little wheelie button, a button that kind of popped it neutral, then dumped the clutch. I think that would just make it a perfect bike. And I think the reason why Honda is doing this DCT thing is, one, right now they're the only company. They're setting themselves apart as being the only company out there who's making automatic and manual bikes. They're doing with the 2018 Goldwing, or 2017? I don't know, the most recent current generation Goldwing comes in both models, which is just crazy. Like crazy as in like awesome, like that's wild. So it really opens up the door for a lot of, you know, a lot of different riders. And I think that Honda is setting themselves apart when they do that. I think that's super cool. Now shifting, now if you're riding double on a bike like this, you know sometimes you're riding double and you shift and the person behind you plonks their head on your helmet. That wouldn't happen. This bike, it shifts too smooth. It shifts smoother than what you would think it is. Actually, we got a hard right up here. Love this right. I love the styling of this bike. I love the simplicity of this bike. But most of all, and I'm probably not going to take this bike on off-road just because I don't want to drop it, because when you do off-road, you do drop bikes. And this bike is perfect with like 400 miles on it. Asher, watch out for a washout. This bike's just perfect with like 400 miles on it. But it feels significantly lighter than other adventure bikes that I've ridden. A lot of times you hop on an adventure bike and you're like, wow, this is super fun, it handles great, but you're like, wow, this thing is heavy. Like, I couldn't imagine taking this thing off-road. Now, I know just when you're looking at the actual numbers, it's not that much lighter than the other bikes. But just out of feeling, like pure feeling, it definitely feels a whole lot lighter. All right, so I'm gonna drop this thing down in the first and show you guys how to wheelie this thing. So we're in first, so you rock it. Up. I didn't wheelie, I just spun the tires. All right, guys. That about wraps up my test drive. Actually, I might jump off-road right here. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going. We'll see you guys later. I'll probably put a couple more miles on this bike, but still be less than 500 by the time you buy it. Man, it's a beautiful day out. Amen. All right, guys. I'm going to jump off-road right here. Back tire has been off traction the entire time. Yeah! That's why traction control is pretty important. I bet that would have been fun to do with traction control on, just to see what it does. Alright guys, we'll see you guys later. Subscribe. What's up guys, Sean here from Srkcycles, and thanks for watching the video. Click here to subscribe, click here to see more content, and as always, check out the description box to see our latest inventory and our killer deals, to see how to win a free motorcycle, and also to see our latest bikes and beards gear. We'll see you guys later. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going.